Hey, remember me? I was just here 2 seconds ago, and then we went to the intro.
Good morning.
Tim, it's all you, man.
Oh my
I'm
God!
already
All right,
completely messed up.
It's woo saw. It's gonna be great. So we are Wednesday, December 1st, which actually
Jason's
works out
tuning us in.
perfectly. Is he?
Oh, that's from Bad Boys. Martin Lawrence, he rubs his ears.
Oh, when he gets all hooked up. Yeah. Wednesday, December 1st. We are actually talking about March 1st today. It is March 1st.
March
so
1st.
It has arrived. We are in the third part of the first quarter of the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Q5 has arrived. Q5 is here, baby. If you're wondering what Q5 is, it's a faster way of saying September 53rd, which we joked about on September 53rd. Command Mobile will come. She has arrived. She has dropped into the iOS Apple Store. She is not yet, as we checked this morning, all the assets, all the collateral have been handed to said stores. Android, the Play Store is probably going to happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. I shouldn't be making promises. I don't work at Android,
I wouldn't do that if I were
or
you.
the Play Store or Tejas. So Godspeed. It's coming to a theater near you. And we're going to remind you, as Robert's going to do a little show and tell for us today with Command Mobile, it's here. The celebration it has arrived.
Am I supposed to do fireworks or something?
Let's stay focused on its presence. Maybe not necessarily its greatness, because like everything else, it is an infantile app that is going to grow over time with everyone's input. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that spent some time with it overnight, and they're like, well, it's not doing this yet. There's going to be a lot of not this is yet along the way. Kaylee pointed out, which I thought was funny, because they did it for Kelly, the old Kelly app, which you can still use because they haven't officially sunsetted it yet. The old Kelly app, if you go into your said app stores, it says 4+ years old. And Gary's running joke was the app is a 4-year-old. It's growing, it's learning, it's evolving. So it says that next to Command Mobile as well. We'll get into that in a little bit. And then above and beyond that, reminders for education today. We've got Massachusetts at 9 o'clock. Ignite wrapped up yesterday. Ignite will be back in January. I can tell you also in January, the week of the 17th, I am vying for Thursday the 20th. We will launch Bold Digital at our market center. More details on that coming to a theater near you. So Massachusetts contracts at 9, Maine at 10, New Hampshire at 11, and I believe, Dr. Westcott, there's a form that we're going over today for all the states.
Every state is going to be required as a KWCLM form. There's going to be a new one. I suggest everybody tune in today to learn the new form and what has to be done and when it has to be used. It's going to be every buyer and sellers only on certain situations. So the compliance team is going to be on this. So get ready. I don't want phone calls saying we didn't know about it. We get that a lot. I feel like we talk a lot about the forms, and today's a day where you should be coming to contract class like you should be every Wednesday to learn the newest rules of what the brokerage is learning at the either state level or at realtor association level, what we're seeing and how we're getting ourselves in trouble, failing forward, as Tim says. And the new form, all 3 states, all 4 states, when we get there, we'll have to use this form. So come in and learn about it today. It's going to be right at the beginning. It's going to be about a quick 10-minute session on it. So get ready for your questions. I got your answers.
You got.
I'm still working with our crack marketing team. I do want it to be Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes, Empress and Green Mountains. It's a little wordy.
Little?
But yeah, little. Not that we aren't incorporating the White Mountains. What I think is the M and Mountains should have, on the 2 peaks in the M and Mountains, one should be white, one should be green.
All right, so we're just going to go with Dr. Hoggly Woggly's Tyler, Texas barbecue at this point.
I feel like that's a bottle that's over the shoulder of the owner of the metaverse. Maybe.
There's actually a place in California. It's an incredible Texas barbecue place called Dr. Hoggly Woggly's Tyler, Texas barbecue. It's one of our favorite barbecue joints in the country.
I'll get
I
the
know,
card.
completely random. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah,
I go
everybody's
left, you go right. We meet on the other
didn't
side.
even hit 8:36, and we're talking about brisket. Welcome in, everybody.
Loving it.
So, and the one other thing that is has been discussed, you might have seen it if you're involved in any national masterminds. You may have heard James Shaw talk about it for the Pivot Shift Ahead call. And we joined officially today. You're going to start to see the opportunity to delve into this moving forward. And Molly DeMattos, who's a bold coach and a MAPS coach, is now the dean of the K. We call it K-Score because everything's an acronym. It's the Keller Williams School of Real Estate. And that's going to be an opportunity over time nationwide that there is going to be a cloud serviced licensing opportunity for real estate. It's not here. And much like everything else, is this thing on? Because, obviously everybody in Texas is very excited about this. I'm excited about the opportunity for you guys insofar as how would I benefit from a cloud-based licensing school? Well, we have a phenomenal teacher that we're connected with here. Like Shannon Whaley, done. Mic drop. No need to talk to anybody else. Phenomenal teacher. And you have to understand there's some market centers around the country that have not a Shannon, not a nothing. They got nobody. So if you're on vacation, going to, what's the name of the place that you and Michelle go to for brisket?
Oggly Woggly's chicken tenders and brisket parfait with a side of
so Sizzler.
Kind of bulldog
it's not
skin.
ice cream. It's vomit.
It's
a parfait.
Sizzler.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Golden
if you're
Corral.
sitting at a table and the person next to you at the other table while you're on vacation says, "Oh my God, what do you do?" and you get talking to this perfect stranger on vacation or in any environment, and they find out you're in real estate. Oh my God, I've always wanted to pursue that. I don't even know what I do to get started. Now there's going to be brought to you by Kaplan. Kaplan, which is a world-renowned education system. They are backing the real estate education of our K-Score, and they will be doing this state by state. It's not up here. We're in no rush because, again, we have Shannon. Just like your local lender conversation, Brad Kelly, 603-396-3198. I would send you to Shannon every day of the week and twice on Sunday before church. There's no need to rush to the cloud for your education when it comes to real estate for us. But again, parts of the country and certain market centers that don't have the relationships we do, this will be a benefit for them and a benefit for you because now you can send Jason Westcott, who has no idea, how to get started. Well, I can send you to this school, Jason, and we're going to stay away from this because it is going to be a zero cost to the end user. And it's not free, it's complimentary because we are absolutely being supported by the market centers. So Nathan signed in and signed on to be part of this moving forward. There are three elements. There's going to be continuing education. Again, not here yet. There's going to be the Keller Williams School of Real Estate for pre-licensing. Not here yet. What we do have in our hot little hands as of this morning is KW Prep. And as Molly DeMattos, the dean of K-Score, explained, this is, the kid just came into the market center, and it is the gateway drug between I just got here and Ignite. It's called KW Prep. And you guys will all have access to this. I trust, and I'm sort of speaking out of school at this point, but Robert and I will talk about the fact that this might be something that we could bake into our LMS so it's easier for you to find. Ooh. I'm not sure. We'll see, because that's going to be an awesome opportunity for you guys to just have that next level of service coming from Texas as part of our educational community. So that hit today. An underwhelming version of Command Mobile hit today. We're going to talk about that in a second. If you want to grab the screen, you can do that. Well, no, I'm being honest. I'm setting expectations, and I think that the one thing that we can say is it's not as robust as we might have hoped it would have been when it landed. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say yes. Do you want me to do the thing?
If you want to grab the screen and fire away, let's do that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, this is the screen. So what I've got open here is the App Store on an Apple device. So what you're seeing is I've already done the search to find it, and they didn't. Let's put it this way: they didn't make it easy. You need to put in to search for the command app. It's KW, as you can see at the top of my screen here. KW : space capital C for command, and then command. If you search for that, if you just search for KW command, you're not going to find it. So this here, I've already downloaded it. You can see that there's a red icon with a white lettering on it. So that is it. So let me go ahead and open that app for you. And here you see the front. This is I'll go to the main home page here. So down at the bottom of the screen, just real quick, there is a home, a people icon, a task icon, a hamburger menu, and then your profile. So I'm not going to train you on this app right now. I just want to go over it a couple things. From the home screen, you can see that you have your contacts tasks. Just a little bit of bad news here. It doesn't show you your opportunity tasks. It only shows you your contact tasks. So I kind of wish that they had put the opportunity tasks in there, but they're not. So you have the due today, due soon, and past due. When you click on, like if I've got a due today here, I apparently have to call the CIA to find out if they have any news on the Mandarin. So I'm going to do that today. And you see it's due today, and I've got little notes there for that. Okay. So there is over here an opportunities thing, but this list displays opportunities across your tasks, but this is not a full opportunity task listing. So it's a little bit limited. So then you have who to contact. If you're not using leads and contacts as part of your database, leads being things like they came from Facebook, if you're not using that, this is going to be a big fat 0. Also for recently active, you can see that I've got last 72 hours and it's saying that there's 0. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that because I do have some recently active things that I've done that are not showing up in here. So I'm not quite sure why it's showing 0. Then down below, you have things to know, birthdays, anniversaries, and profit sharing information. So you can get quick access to that as well. The big thing that Tim asked me this morning, what is the number one thing that's important or one thing that's really kind of stands out? And honestly, it's the bell icon at the top. The bell icon gives you your notifications. So if you allow notifications on this app, then any notifications that come through command on the bell in command, you're going to get them here. So if you get a new contact, if somebody does something on their mobile app or something like that, you will see that. This to me is the best one, the best app, the best part of this. This did function on Kelly up until its demise. So it is something that they transferred over, and I think that it was probably, to me, at this point in time, it's the most important thing because you get those notifications instantly. The next section is contacts, and you can see just by looking at this, it shows you leads and contacts. You can drop down a bunch of different views here, and it does show you all of your smart views. So if you've created your own smart views, you can see them here. Any of these views, any of these contacts, you can click on the phone icon, and it will call that icon. And I didn't want to do that. I'm calling Aaron McClure right now. So clicking right on the phone automatically calls them, or you can text message them directly from here, and you can also email them if they have it right here as well. So those things are showing. Take a look at Abraham Erskine here. You see that the phone number and the messaging thing is grayed out for that particular contact. That's because this contact does not have a phone or, it doesn't have a phone number in my database. So that's what you can kind of tell what you can do there. The contact information is pretty complete. I'm pretty pleased with that. It does show all of the contact information. However, it does not show anything with the opportunities. You can see across the top, you've got details, the timeline. You can see what's happened with this contact. You can add them to smart plans and unsubscribe them from smart plans. So that's great news. You do have a notes area, and you guys all know how important I think the notes area is. It's a super, super important area, so you do have access to that. And of course, you have access to tasks here as well. The task area is quite literally for all of your tasks that are due. Today, you can go with today. You can do with all time. You can see them in any way you want there. And I think that is a valuable tool if you're using tasks. If you're not using tasks, you're going to see just a big bunch of white nothingness here. So that's something to start using because it's a very valuable tool. Next up on the hamburger is your profile and your settings. And then finally on the far right-hand side, you have your switching of accounts. So if you're part of a team, you can switch from your personal to your team account here as well. Of course, there's a log out. Now, I'm not going to go any further than that right now because I'm going to make a video to discuss each one of these sections and how to use them. The most important thing in there for you guys right now to know is that if you're going to use this app, and I've talked about this 100 million times, if you're going to use this app and you're going to think about putting it as part of your business process, then please, please, please make sure that your contact information is up to date in Command, and you have all of your tasks that you're using, all of your smart views. Use Command to build it out so that it actually makes sense here and it's purposeful. It's if you're not using Command fully, well, even if you're not using Command much, then this app is not going to impress you because you're not going to have the tools, because the data is going to be missing. So everything we've talked about a million times, garbage in, garbage out. This will not make a lot of sense to you and will not appear to be useful unless you take the time to go and look, to put all the stuff in your database and make it work.
Perfect. Thanks, bud. Yeah, I mean, and again, it's day one, and if there's any confusion on how do you get in, because when you first download it, it's looking for your Keller Williams user ID. So you want to go in with that universal user ID that you use to log into all of the things.
Yeah, it's just like logging into Command. You would use the same exact login as you using on mykw.com or Command.
Perfect. Jason, so paperwork is getting addressed. That paperwork that we're talking about that's exclusive to us or part of our market center is going to get discussed in all of the contracts classes, right? Mass, New Hampshire, and Maine. Yes.
Correct. Yes, they're all going to be talked about in every class so that we get full coverage. We're probably going to be adding some stuff on the Facebook page as well. We just want people to come to it today to understand why we have to do it. For anybody that's been with the company for a while, it's the same thing that we did years ago when we were affiliated with Steamboat Mortgage, for anybody that remembers those days. It has to do with a new affiliated partner, 4 Points Title. So come and learn, see the form, and understand when we have to use it.
Perfect. And a reminder too. I know a lot of people getting back from holidays and getting ready for holidays and all that kind of stuff. If you're not aware, if you're looking to get a test and prep to go visit people, they are doing 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock every day of the week over at the mall. It's like behind Sears and J.C. Penney.
Right.
If you ever want to go get a test, you get to sit in the comfort of your car. Those poor souls are standing out there while the wind's blowing. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. So if you need to, in preparation for a trip, or if you feel you want to go get tested, that's a great spot at the mall at Fox Run, for sure. We'll see you in contracts.
To the mall.
Sorry, it always turns into a musical. Yeah. What did you say the name of the restaurant was, Jason? Parfait.
Sizzler.
It's what you called it. It's what you called it. We'll see you for contracts at 9 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. If you need any help, you're looking for Jason Vachon or Jennifer Westcott. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Now
Jason
we
always
know that
wanted to be
they
taller.
have
We made it
become
happen.
one.
Yes, we made it happen. If you're looking for Jennifer Vachon or Jason Westcott, you're calling Jason 603-234-2589. You can book Robert's Face at timewithrobert.com. Don't forget, today after contracts at 2 o'clock, open door lab hours at KW Tech TV. And if you need me, it's meetwithcoach.com or 603-834-2856. We'll see you in and around the market center. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.